Captain Max Steel is also known as Max 21D. Intuitive Healer, Akashic Records, your galactic race soul family. Those who guide you, those who protect you. Past lives on Earth and elsewhere in the universe. Max 21D performs remote viewing, deactivating chips and codes or programming, raising the vibrations and healing this great planet. We are co-creating a better reality. You're listening to Wolf Spirit Radio.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Captain Max Steel Show. This is Captain Max Steel Show. My guest is Gary, a.k.a. Thunder. We're still trying to find him. He's trying to communicate with us as we speak to this Google's Hangout. I just received a message from Skype. Yes. Oh, Lord have mercy. We got another MIA, missing in action, here on like the story of my life. I don't know what it is with my guest. I don't know if they're just scared to talk to people, or I can't find him. He's not seen. Don't know where he is. But anyway, let me welcome my co-host, my wife, Nicole Steele, Jessica Morocco, one of my good friends,
Hey,
and
Max.
JP, the best producer in the world.
The best producer on Ever Beyond Radio.
Exactly.
Exactly. Remember, folks, this is a self-supported station. Don't hesitate to donate it. Just a couple bucks. A couple bucks can mean a lot of things, and it can help the station bring the show to you directly from Scotland, and where JP is at. So please donate it. Don't hesitate. Don't be a cheapskate like Matilda said last week. But anyway, Matilda is not here today. Betty Lou's somewhere around doing something around the house. Matilda, what are you doing over there? Just stop what you're doing over there. Go to your computer and listen. Anyway, I just want to make sure that give a little time for the guest to pop in here. I don't know what's happened. He's not answering his phone or cell phone or whatever. But
I just
anyway,
want to give a shout out to the Wolf Spirit chat, all the Wolfies in the Wolf Pack chat. We got 54 people hanging out in the chat today.
Oh, wow.
Thank you all for being here. It's really nice to see you all.
yeah, I do appreciate that. There's a bunch there, maybe 10 or 12 of them that belong to the Greyland, where Thunder is from. It's a company that makes incredible, amazing holograms. Holograph, I think it's called, and you can. I did one yesterday on live with this network yesterday with. He projected through my computer out the window to my car a program that actually it was real, really happened to my car. My car has never lowered the RPMs lower than 900 RPMs, never has. But when he sent a signal through my computer out to the window to my car idles start to go down. It's never done that before. Then I went to the back of the tailpipe. The gasoline smell start to disappear, and finally it just disappeared completely. And before you know it, I put my nose down in there, and I got fresh air coming through there. There was no carbon monoxide. It was gone just by doing that through the computer. Now, this also works with a hologram. You usually put that underneath the gas tank, and it really works. I thought this a year ago that it was not possible to do that because the way that I comprehend the things that I know from where I come from, but it does exist. These are programmed with his technology, his personal technology that he's come up with, and he's doing a great job with helping humanity. And I'm really proud of him doing this. And also, um, he's got a lot of people in the. He has a little university where he teaches people, his members, how to show people how to make this work for them. And he's come up with a few frequencies that's put on a hologram that actually heals diabetes. So I'm going to set myself for that because I really want to get rid of this diabetes. I'm tired of these injection shots that I give myself every day. I have changed the way I eat, and I feel a lot better. And well, I feel a lot better also because my wife Nicole keeps me in line, and she's very wonderful. And I'm so glad I married her. I know I keep talking about her, but I talk about her because I love her. That's why I talk about her. She means a lot to me, and she keeps me straight. She told me what to eat, and I have done exactly what she said. And very soon, I'm going to be heading that way in October to celebrate my birthday with hers, because we're both Scorpio, and her family too. So I'm so happy and uh, getting ready to go that way. I'm just repairing my car so I can make the trip. It's a long drive, but I can do it. I'm capable of doing many things. But Nicole, don't be surprised if I instead of showing up in my car, I show up in a helicopter. Okay, so just to let you know, and you know that I know how to fly them. So I do have a friend that will loan me his. But you know what is to fly to another country with no license? Who
Yeah.
cares? I'm in a free world of my own, and I decide with my timeline, my matrix, and what I'm going to do with my life. And I do want to spend the rest of my life with you until until you kick me out of your house. But folks, uh,
You
what's
silly.
that now? You got something to say, Jesse?
Well,
Take the
Max,
floor,
this
Jesse.
tech. How are you doing today? I'm glad that you guys are kind of going through all these different experiences, and I'm excited for you that you're going to see each other soon. But I was thinking about the technology that you're talking about. I'd like to learn more about it. I'm always into green energy and anything that can enhance a vehicle to get rid of emissions. And does it also increase gas mileage? What else does it do, Max?
It does that also. It's programmed for you to increase your fuel mileage between 30 and 40%. I have a large vehicle which weighs 6,000 pounds, and if I can increase the mileage to about um, well, it does 17 on the highway. If I can increase it about 22, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I don't blame
Okay,
you.
hold on one second. Take over for a moment. I've got to read the um uh, okay. Hold
Okay.
on. I'll read it out loud.
All
Let me
right.
read it out loud. It don't
Well,
matter.
Nicole and I could
Thunder.
talk while you're.
Hmm.
Okay.
Nicole,
Yes, Jessica.
so what do you think about this technology? Did you observe when he was working on it and trying it out, or do you have any of it at home?
I've never seen anything like that before, actually. I perused the website a bit, and then when he did a challenge with Max with his own vehicle, I was really impressed. Like, I didn't know that you could do that over the computer, like, run a diagnostic through someone's car and actually change the molecular level of how it operates. It's so cool. Like, they asked him to smell for the exhaust, and
Mm-hmm.
as it was going, it was getting lighter and lighter, and then before you know it, it was just smelling like, how ozone smells or oxygen kind of smells.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
started to smell like that, and while the
Like
car was
fresh and
running,
clean.
yeah. And I thought, that's so cool. And this guy makes these things. He has apps for people's phones, and so you could do it with your vehicle. You could do it with everyone's vehicles. He has also hologram
Really?
stickers for smart meters. It reduces the cost on your smart meter. So that's just like the start of it. And I mean, this can revolutionize like the entire, smog industry, smog problem that's going on
Wow,
in
that's
the bigger
fantastic.
populated parts of the world. Like, I mean, imagine
LA,
yeah, LA, I mean, China and Japan,
China, yeah.
all these places. I think it's going to be a really great endeavor for these people, and Max and I are very happy to be on board with these people to get the word out and also to get the product out.
What type of technology is it then? Was it, I saw the coils. I was reviewing some of I mean, it sort of looked like organite at first. I
Yeah,
don't know, maybe that was something else.
I'm not sure. I didn't really look at all into that, but Max might know what the actual technology of it is.
Well, it's mostly quantum. It's quantum physics technology. I'm
It,
trying to
did,
bring in.
did you say it was
I'm
also
trying to.
frequency?
It works with frequency. It's got to. That's
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
you believe how you program. If you go to www.graylind.com, you go in there and you can see the products. You can also go on YouTube and put Graylind, Graylind, and subscribe to it. I'm in there in one of the challenges that I did yesterday. Uh, this company is incredible. It's amazing. They're 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 going to help a lot of people out there. He was Thunder is what he goes by, and he was supposed to uh, allow to everyone um, for his products to be at half the price for this show. But he'll have to, approve that when he comes in. If we can get Jason, I sent him a message already on Skype. Jason to come in. Jason, you know him. He's been on my show several times. And I'm asking for him to come in here. Um, I need for one of you to take over while I type to him.
Okay.
Okay. So what about JP? Is JP here?
Yeah,
I
JP's
don't
here.
know.
Hang on, let me
JP,
just
are
put.
you able to play the video that Max did yesterday? Or are you
Uh,
able to share that, or should I just post it in the chat?
yeah, maybe post it in the chat, and we'll
Okay.
do some live content. But there he is doing the challenge with it.
Yes, I have
Mm-hmm.
the link here for that, and I will put that in the chat. And it's 13 minutes long, so I thought, I thought we could maybe play it while we're
Yeah.
waiting.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's
Hmm,
okay. I mean,
bit
maybe it's
complicated.
something. Yeah,
Yes, I
something that
Yeah,
understand.
might knock us off.
play it, please?
Yeah, but we
It
might not be
said.
able to without it
Let
causing a
me just
problem.
see. Let me just see if I can. Oh, it's complicated, right?
Yeah. How about we just talk and then people can review it,
Exactly.
and unless we go on break, and then
Yeah.
maybe that can be brought
Ashley,
in.
Ashley, why don't you talk about it, Max? Talk about your experience of what you recorded on that show last night.
Well, it was my first any type of challenge that been involved in, but what amazed me is the experience, the actual experience of being there that actually happened. I was, a little not really skeptical, but I say I'm going to let it ride. So what we did is I turned my computer facing my window, my living room window. Make my car is directly in front of the window. So he projected this energy through the computer straight to my car, where my computer accepted that frequency. Hold on a second. And I was told, okay, all right, okay, okay. Uh, I have Jason. He's going to be coming in very soon. He's a part of that company, and he's going to explain more about it. But anyway, going back to my experience, I was told to go in my car. I turned on the car and let it idle. Went down to nine. It never goes below 900 RPM. Never. Okay. And so then they told me to wrap it up a few times to 2,500 RPMs, which I did it 3 times. Uh, 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 what is this? I don't know what that means. I'm getting messages from Jason now. I don't know what that means. Don't understand like always. I only understand my language. That's my people. Okay. So after a while, I was told to go in back of the car and try to um, smell the exhaust. Now, when you turn on your vehicle at the beginning, water comes out the tailpipe. Well, it didn't come out like that. I smelled a little bit of the gas, but all of a sudden it just disappeared completely. So I revved up the engine a little again to 25 RPM. Hold on a second. Is he in here? I don't see him here.
We're in the chat
He's not
room
on the
or
call
here
yet.
on?
He's not on the call yet.
Is
No,
he
he's
here?
not here.
He's not here? He says he is. Folks, just
He's
give
not
me
on
a
this
moment
one.
here. Let me.
Don't forget to
Uh,
give him
uh,
the
I
Google
did.
Hangouts one,
I did.
not the YouTube one.
All right, let me give it to him. Let me put here. Go here, please.
Yeah.
Let
Google
me give it to
Hangout.
him again. Okay. All right. I put it in there. See how long it takes him to get there. Anyway, and then I went back again to check out the exhaust, and believe it or not, I didn't smell nothing. It was clear air, like somebody was putting oxygen at the other end of the exhaust going to the tailpipe. And all of a sudden, my car's RPM dropped to 650, and I never heard my engine sound that good, and it was very, very balanced. I could hear the balance in the engine. Even though before my car at 900 RPM, my car always ran smooth and didn't rattle at all. Okay,
There we go.
Hmm.
there you go.
Welcome to the call.
Okay, you're gonna have to,
Hey, Matt.
Jason. You need to turn off that back
Going to
thing in
use
the
headphones
background.
if you can, please, sir.
Jason, use
Oh,
headphones,
I
please.
can. Hey, JP, how are you?
I'm good. Now I'm good. I'm good. I'm
I
good.
know.
I feel a lot better now. I won't have a heart attack, which I haven't had. I'm fine now.
You haven't had a heart attack yet.
Well,
You were stressing up for one. You're getting into a good stress, weren't you?
No, no, really, I'm relaxed. I'm relaxed. You know what? While Jason talks, I'm going to enjoy my Cuban cigar. I
well,
need to smoke.
oh, nice. Good idea. Can you hear me okay,
Where?
Max? Is the sound working?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get mine too.
I'm just starting to feel like
Okay,
the Gong Show or
Jason.
something.
Jason,
Max,
where is Thunder?
I'm not a worrier, but we've tried to contact him and his beautiful wife, Linda.
Oh, you better not let your wife hear you say that.
Oh man,
Go ahead.
there's no more beautiful woman than my wife. I lucked out on the most beautiful Palladium you've ever seen.
Aww.
Well, I've seen her, and she is beautiful.
Hey, watch it.
Just
Your
like my
wife
wife.
mine.
My wife is listening. I love my wife. She knows that. I would never cross her at all. I'm total for her.
So I will continue to try to get in touch with Thunder. And if you want to come into the live hangout that he has, there's a hell of a lot of smart people in there that can answer questions about his technology.
How can you add that in here?
We were hoping that he would come into ours and join them together.
Jason, there is a bird in the house.
Oh, there's a bird in my house. I'm live.
There's a
on
bird in the house, live on the air. Go deal with the bird, Jason.
My wife
See you
has
later.
a bird in the house.
Never a dull moment.
We live in
Tell
Hawaii
them
and we have everything open. We have no AC or heat. Hold on one second.
Yeah,
Max,
go take care of it.
Max, this is
Yeah.
your day to deal with stuff, man.
If you could mute Jason.
I know,
Uh-oh.
but listen.
Now we have to mute him.
Yeah, mute him.
Mute him, Daniel.
Oh man, let me tell you something. My show gets weirder every day. It does. We have dogs. We got birds. We got wild people everywhere coming from Hawaii, where my friend Jason is from. My God.
He said he's from the Pleiades.
What's that?
He said he's from the Pleiades.
That's what he is.
Yeah, that's what he said.
You could probably unmute him now.
Unmute him.
And he's talking.
He's talking. You can't hear him.
He's talking. Jason, I mean, release him.
Release him.
Can't hear.
Free him. Free him like the bird.
Free the J. Can you speak? You need to unmute yourself now.
Sign language.
You click your unmute button, Jay.
Unmute.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
There we go.
Yay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you find the bird? Get the bird safe out?
Our cat's crazy.
Did the cat get it?
Yeah, he had it in his mouth. He wouldn't let go of it. It's the third one that he would have taken out.
Oh my gosh.
I tried finding him vegetarian food when we got him. We adopted this cat. His name's Valentino. We got him on Valentine's Day this year.
Aww.
Oh,
He was the only kitten there, and it was a mad rush because on Valentine's Day, the Humane Society gives out free adoptions, and they waive any of the fees. And he was hiding, and when we came in, there's a family. He came out, and he selected us. So he's our newest little light worker. But he's a little crazy. I think he's got an affinity for birds and geckos.
Well, they're natural meat eaters, so you know it's hard to make a pet vegetarian when that's what they're made for the chase, right? So
yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny that Valentine's Day, that's my son's birthday.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. And I thought about calling him Valentino.
Yeah, they had named him.
Which is funny.
That's
funny. It's funny. It's the same thing. Yeah, yeah.
We kept it. We kept the name. We're like, yeah, it works.
Yeah, he eats me too, unfortunately.
What's up, Max? Why are you timing us out?
Okay, time out. Okay, let's go into the show. And Jason, is there any way you can bring everybody else in the network that you're in into this one? Combine them? Are you able?
That's a good question.
Is anybody? You just need to give them the link that Max passed to you, and he should. If he's got a live stream, he should be able to balance this with the live stream as well.
Okay. All right, 1 second.
We can try at least, couldn't we? We can try.
I don't have administration for that, so let me mute you and see if I can get it.
So So he's MIA. Has anyone remote viewed him? Can we send in a team of remote viewers and extract him with a helicopter?
You gonna put me to work again? I had to do that earlier today. We were right, Max?
Really? Right.
Doing some remote viewing. Yeah, you called me for.
Yeah, for some help.
A lost person. I couldn't do it because I had a headache and I couldn't think.
Max,
and you helped me very much. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Free Will in the chat said that they did the challenge today and their RPM is now idling at 0.6. And it normally idles at around 0.9.
Yeah, exactly. The way mine does.
Yeah.
I'd like to get some of this technology for my car.
Well, it's just go to the website there, www.graylind.com. There are a lot of. It's a group of couple people. They're very smart, and a lot of the members all helping into bringing the planet, bringing good things, good products that really work. And of course, my car is a gas guzzler, but I ain't gonna get rid of it because I love my car. And it's big enough for me, but this big giant here that's almost 6'11". Oh God, pretty soon I'll be 7 foot. I don't know. Would I ever get there?
You're 6'11" now?
Hold on a second.
Thunder has control of the meeting. So no one can do anything right now. But I'm happy to.
I got a message here. I just got a message here from my son Audrey. He says, "Hi, Dad. I just ate rice."
bring Audrey on. We can have a roundtable discussion with him. I would thrive on that.
Oh, Audrey.
He had rice for everyone, huh?
Yeah. I must say, do you have enough for the wolf pack? I'm waiting for his answer. Okay. I don't know what he's doing. Son, if you can hear me, if you're here, because you've been in a lot of membership meetings with Thunder, so you're welcome to come in. Jason, why don't you just go on? Jason, what's that? Yeah, I already gave him the link. He knows. I gave him the link 3 times already.
Okay.
Oh, he's sticking his tongue at me. Oh, Lord. Audrey's sticking his tongue at me. Okay. He's like a little kid sometimes. Well, he is, in a way. Okay. Finish it. Okay. Jason, why don't you just go ahead and speak about the things that when he shows up.
Okay. What would you like?
Go ahead and explain the whole thing. You know all of it. I want you to start at the beginning, how he started and what his vision was about the company and taking it as far as he's going to take it, and all the good things that he's doing for humanity and his members and all these beautiful people here in the chat room of the Wolf Spirit Radio. One thing I gotta say is remember, don't be a cheapskate. Donate so we can continue to bring these crazy shows that Max brings on here all the time. But anyway, I do it of my heart. Please donate to Wolf Spirit Radio. $1 or $2, whatever you can afford. And that is all. Okay, Jason, go ahead and take over.
Okay. Disclaimer. I have known Thunder for about a month. I was introduced to this technology as a part of my soul contract, which is to bring people together. I'm working on a number of things right now, and I'm more than happy to talk about that in length. But as far as this technology goes, what I'm doing now is soaking all the information in, learning about quantum mechanics, string theory, learning about this technology on the surface and behind the scenes. If you visit his website, Graylind.com, GRAYLIND.com, you'll be able to see all the different products that he has. These are just a sample of what he's got. He's got hundreds of different products that are going to help with anything from smog coming out of vehicles to electromagnetic frequencies that are being emitted from smart meters on houses, thermal technology that you can put on your windows to optimize your home's cooling and heating, and other devices for health, human health, to optimize at the lowest level your frequency alignment within your body. He's also got ideas for wireless power and a lot of different things in the sandbox. So does that give you a kind of once over the world of the products that are out there? These are all working at the frequency level. So it works without intention, you know, whether you believe it's true or not, unless you just really don't want to have the experience of getting healthy or cleaning up the air or optimizing the fuel system of your vehicle. This is gonna work whether you want it to or not. The piece that I'm wearing right here has a hologram that he embedded over 41,000 frequencies, healing frequencies. This is called the Graylind Gold, and it is imposed over shungite, different crystals, and copper and brass that somebody makes that is associated with Graylind Industries. And I wear this, and it generates a field that that is around my body that optimizes my frequencies, anti-cancer, or pro-health, skin, organs, parasites, hair. Pretty much it's going to fix everything. Do you have any specific questions?
Come up? Yeah. How do you come up with that idea? I mean, how do you put it into a hologram the way he did it? He does use frequencies for this, doesn't he? Because I guess that's the only way it works, using certain type of frequency and transfer that to a hologram that would do all these things that you say it does.
That's a good question, Max.
I know it is. That's why I threw it at you.
Gary Pratt Thunder is an applied quantum physicist. Jason Harris is a global economist.
Okay.
But let me tell you why I hooked up with Gary, and even yourself, is because right now we're putting together a network of people that are going to move us into a new paradigm. At the macroeconomic level, there's so much going on behind the scenes right now, it boggles the mind. And this is just one area of suppressed technology that has been purposely held from the general public, and it's now getting out. You know, 5 years ago we could speculate that this conversation, obviously this conversation is not happening, so you got to think to yourself, why is no one able to get in touch with Gary right now, or his wife? Why is he not coming on to the meeting that he's hosting? And from just 45 minutes ago being ready to go for the show, how come no one can get in touch with them? These are all technologies that are readily available to be implemented. Wireless power, clean running vehicles, and a whole slew of other things like replicators, and a way to non-invasively fix pretty much any medical condition you have, aside from a compound fracture where your bone is sticking out of your skin, or something that needs physical intervention. Does that make sense?
It does. JP, if you can take a look at the YouTube chat room there, there's a person there putting really foul language in there. Please remove him.
No sooner said than
I
done.
don't like that kind of language. He goes by the name of Jacob Healer or something here with H-E-E-R-E-S. Remove.
Bye-bye, Yakov. He's gone.
Thank you, JP.
We don't need that kind of language here. There's people here, even young teenagers, listen to the show, and I don't want this kind of foul language shown here. I don't like it. Okay, go ahead and continue, Jason. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, and just stop me if I start going down a different road, because I know you had one agenda in mind, and that's just not my area of expertise. But there's no lack of tangible evidence as to the direction that we are moving as a species, and by that I mean Earth humans. The G20 just ended on Monday. Videos came out on Tuesday, post-conference discussions from President Putin, from Jinping in China, and from President Obama. And in those messages, it discusses a lot of things that your show is talking about. A global reevaluation of the assets in each country, releasing suppressed technologies. They're arresting people left and right that are getting in the way of progress. A new legal system here in the United States, and a government that is being circumvented because the corruption runs so deep. And Gary's technology is just one of a handful of examples of the technology being released right now, and it's just the beginning. But you'll soon
Great.
yeah, if you go to the if you go to his YouTube channel, you'll see that what has been going on the last month has been applied quantum mechanics at the user level. All right, so it's using a text message to your phone. The frequencies that are embedded in this text message, for example, the EMF protector, are do a number of things. The experience that I've had firsthand is with my vehicles, using the text message on the tank of gas. It restructures the gasoline in your vehicle in order to clean out the fuel system. You see, when companies refine oil, they leave a lot of impurities in there. Number one, it will still run your vehicle, so they accomplish their goal of having providing the fuel that runs combustion engines. Number two, it's less expensive process of refining, so they save money. And number three, in conjunction with vehicle manufacturers and engine manufacturers, whether it be a lawnmower or a power generator, it decreases the longevity. And we as a society have just accepted the fact that, you know, we're probably going to look for a new car after about 5-10 years. Some people get one every 2 or 3 years. And we just kind of take it for granted that engines don't last as long as they probably should. But the fact of the matter is that once you restructure this gasoline using the text message from your phone, it cleans out your vehicle's engine, and it cleans out the EFI, or whether it's carbureted. It'll clean out your entire fuel system, so your car is going to run much more efficiently. The wear and tear on the vehicle is going to be less. The emissions from the vehicle, measurable emissions from the vehicle, are going to get dropped down to 0, or right around that number, and it's going to increase the fuel efficiency of the vehicle and your fuel economy. And all from a text message. I mean, I have one on my phone. I can show you what it looks like.
I see. Okay.
Cool.
That's it.
You hold that
I
up to your
believe
tank.
there's more. Do you have anyone else that's been in the company longer and explain a little bit more and more detail that you can bring in here?
Yeah, I can try.
I know there are a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, there's.
I know there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them listening right now, because they say there were when I was in the meeting yesterday. So if you could try to get someone there,
Yeah,
it would be great and appreciate it.
Oh yeah, there's 16 people online right now. I just Gary has control of the meeting, so he's the only one that can merge the two. But I can try to get somebody on from there. Give me 1 second.
Can you Jay? Can you post the link to this chat, to this room into your chat? Because obviously, if it's dead in the water, we just have to pull people on lifeboats across here.
Okay.
Yeah, man, and the water and the ocean pretty long too. Okay, go ahead and try to get them while I talk a little bit here. We got a lot of people here, 36 here in the YouTube, and how many you said in the Wolfpack? Anybody? What happened to my co-host?
We have 63 people. We were up to 70 something a little earlier, and on the YouTube we have about 40. We have about 40 people watching on YouTube. So.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's 84 on the Wolf Spirit Radio.
Okay, great.
There are more people who listen. Yeah, we have to be aware. There's if you need to count to 3 before you say anything, because there's like a 3-second delay. We tend to be clashing a lot, so just count to 3 before you say anything, because somebody else is just about to speak. But yeah, we got 84 people on the Orion system. Yeah. Orion is our broadcast system, so not the star system Orion, obviously. We wouldn't have anything to do with the Orion star system if we could.
Well, 1, 2, 3. At least I can count, folks. How come I don't? Oh, you guys. Okay. Am I being heard out there? Can somebody in the chat room here on YouTube say you can hear me?
Of course we can hear you, Max.
Okay. Well, you know, it's. Oh man, I wish I had some more candy to eat. I gave it all away. And
put yourself in a coma.
I gave you the candy, so I don't know what you did with it.
Yeah.
Is that Audrey? Is Audrey in the room now?
Of course he's in here. I brought my son in.
He's in the chat. He just said yes.
Hi.
Hi, Weldy. Welcome, Audrey.
Thank you.
Audrey knows about the technology. He can tell you better than me.
Go ahead, Audrey. You got the floor.
You want me to talk about holographic technology or vibrational frequency in relation to free energy?
Talk about the about this product here on Greyland Industries, where you have learned already.
They've been producing
And
technologies based on sacred geometry, which allows for them to manipulate frequencies within quarks. And the photoradionic waves within quarks neutralize, let's say, carbon carbon footprints from exhaust, or to neutralize EMF, or even radiation. They've had success along with response. I believe that sums it up rather fast. See, what the holograms actually do when you face them towards, let's say, different types of electrofrequencies is that they actually modify the frequency to neutralize it or to make it non-harmful. So they've had many successes with different types of vehicles, various trucks and cars, and they've neutralized exhaust. They had a demonstration here earlier. There was a high-performance engine truck that they managed to neutralize the exhaust on coming straight out of the tailpipe. The same thing applies to a Volkswagen vehicle that they were testing on. I was noting in one of the meetings we were in recently that they were rubbing up the vehicle's engine at first, and it made a gigantic plume of exhaust in the air, massive amount of smoke. That vehicle never would have passed emissions. However, after about 5 minutes of placing their hologram inside of the vehicle, it began to drop the emissions drastically. They fired the vehicle's engine up again and rubbed up the gas, and only a tiny puff of smoke came out of the exhaust pipe. And then after that, it was completely clean. It was absolutely amazing watching the results of the hologram technology. They found the frequency of the exhaust, and they managed to neutralize it with pure holographic technology based on quantum physics and sacred geometry. I hope that answers your question.
Did you lose it?
No, we're still live, I believe.
Yeah, we're still live. If you need to, I've muted you all. Could everybody mute when you've asked your question? Thank you, Max. And then mute once you've asked your question, because there's a lot of background noise that interferes with this call.
Okay, I appreciate that. That's good, Audrey. Can you explain, Audrey, how the hologram worked when you transfer the frequency to the hologram? I don't want to give out any secrets here. I just want to, so the audience can understand that how is it possible that a hologram can do so many things? It will. How can we comprehend this in a way that the audience can understand this, Audrey?
To understand how sacred geometry works and why holograms are effective against different types of frequencies, you have to understand how string theory operates. You need to understand the mechanics of what is inside of a quark. You have vibrational frequency, you have photoradionic waves made of those two things. And when you emit a frequency from a sacred geometry object, let's say, whether that be something that is made of a resonance like orgonite, or if it is made of a hologram, based on sacred geometry, it modifies specific frequencies when it's tuned to the proper frequency. These things can actually manipulate the physical vibrational frequency inside of a quark. So the quarks, you have to understand, for those of you that don't know what a quark is, the quarks are within the nuclei of atoms. This is what gives the atoms their vibrational state and their electrical state. Those little strings inside of the quarks, those are photoradionic waves. and they're very easily manipulated with the proper mathematics and geometries. Emitting frequencies into these quarks causes them to behave differently. It's just as much as passing large amounts of electricity through a small filament in a light bulb causes it to generate light. What's happening is those atoms are blowing apart. Their nucleuses explode and photons are born. A photon is merely just a highly vibrating quark that is blown away from its atom at high velocity. So in the same fashion, modifying frequencies with sacred geometry causes the behavior of these quarks to change, and in the materials or even electromagnetic frequencies that they are manipulating, it causes the behavior to change, neutralizing the electromagnetic frequency either by absorbing it or canceling out the electrons and protons within the EMF field itself, so it causes it to drastically lessen. The same thing applies to radioactive frequencies. All radiation has a very harsh frequency that can be matched to a hologram to absorb and neutralize the frequency. So as far as carbon blueprints, carbon materials like carbon monoxide and exhaust, matching the frequency of the atomic structure of the exhaust, they can neutralize the carbon blueprint. Or the carbon footprint, I'm sorry, that would be better wording. So I believe that is as simply as I believe I can explain it. Go ahead.
Thank you, Audrey. Max, are you with us? You have to unmute yourself. There we go. There.
It looks like he's muted. Yeah.
We've seen Max this evening going, can't hear you, can't hear you. You can't hear me. We can't hear you. This is what Mercury retrograde smells like.
Oh no!
Oh no! What can I do? Like,
there's Nicole. Nicole must be here somewhere.
I'm here.
Let me see.
I'm here.
Yeah, right. There we go.
There he goes.
Actually, the Grayland network is actually watching the YouTube on their network right now, because I just went in there a few minutes and looked in there, and it is being broadcast there, but we can't communicate with them. It doesn't work that way. But anyway,
individuals can join us. Yeah.
So everyone that's in there right now that's listening to the show, you're welcome to come in. We did have somebody here that entered it, and he disappeared. Didn't you see him just a few minutes ago, JP?
Yep.
Daniel
came and went.
Daniel,
Jason, yes.
do you know him? Do you know Daniel, Jason?
Yeah, I saw what you saw. He came and went, and I don't see him back in the other room.
Okay. All right. Well, anyone there in the Grayland network, please contact us here. Contact Jason. He'll give you the link how to get in here. Anyway, I appreciate that. That was good. Oh, there he is. Go ahead and speak, Daniel.
Hello, Daniel. Welcome.
Go ahead, Daniel.
Maybe he's muted.
Unmute yourself, Daniel.
There we go. We see you. Don't hear you yet.
There he is. How about a little smile, Daniel?
How you guys doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Welcome to the Captain Max Steel Show. And are you a member of Grayland? Industries?
You know, I'm a recent member. I really just joined up and just started learning about quantum physics. So I'm not an expert, but it interests me at a very high level, and I think it's something we all should be interested in.
Were you put into the challenge recently?
Yes, I did a few challenges actually.
Could you tell us the experience you had?
Yeah, I first got a hologram or a car chip at a festival a couple weeks ago from a guy that I just started talking to, and it was really interesting, very well informed. And he gave me this hologram and said it would eliminate my emissions and give me better gas mileage. And I was with my friend Erica, and we kind of looked at each other like, you know, skeptical, of course, because I mean the technology really is just unbelievable. But you know, he was such a smart guy that gave it to me. I thought, okay, well, I'm just going to do it anyway, even though I'm not really a true believer, and let's just see what happens. And sure enough, I put the chip under on the gas tank, and we were driving back, and I noticed that my car was getting much better gas mileage. And you know, I have a computer on the car that tells you exactly what your average is, and I think it was in the low 30s. And I have a 2010 Outback, and it gets about 22, 29. So for it to get 32, 33, I looked at Erica and I said, hey, what if this thing's really working? And we started laughing because, you know, it just seemed funny that you could have a sticker that would do all this. So sure enough, we get to the gas station, I put some gas in, and I go back and I start smelling my exhaust, and it really does just smell like hot air. I don't know if it's as fresh as a dryer vent, but there's no toxic smell coming out of it. It's just literally just hot air. And I was amazed. So that was my first experience. Then we did a few of the tests with the cars with the text message that emits the same frequency that the hologram does, and it did the same thing. And my buddy's RAV4, I think it was yesterday even, smelled horrible before the test, and then afterwards again it was like hot air. So it's truly remarkable. I mean, that particular application of the frequency manipulation is, I mean, it could be life-changing for all of us, no?
Yeah, it made you a believer out of you, didn't it?
Well, then we did it on my friend Erica's car, same thing. She had a Range Rover 8-cylinder. It smelled horrible when I first smelled it. Put the sticker on, 5 minutes later, hot air. And she said that her Range Rover now gets over 400 miles to the tank, so she's pretty happy.
That's pretty good, isn't it? I haven't tried. I haven't got it yet, but Thunder is going to send me the package very soon. It made a believer out of me yesterday. It really did, because I've never heard my car idle that low. It was then down to 650, and it was great. I was shocked. I was shocked. It's like experiencing something when you're actually doing, not because somebody tells you, but when you finally do it on your own, it makes a believer. I mean, I'm really shocked. I'm really shocked, and these products do work. So there's a lot of listening. You got to understand that this stuff really works.
You can't blame people.
You heard it from Max.
You can't blame people for being skeptical, because as Thunder himself even said, before his test at the EPA laboratory or wherever it was tested, no one had done better than 2 to 3% improvement. So, you know, in the last 20 years or so, no one can get it better than 3%. All of a sudden, you have this frequency that can nullify the 78 compounds in gas that are toxic and actually have them implode in the combustion chamber, cleaning the air before it's imploded, so it's actually one big mobile air purifier. You know how happy Erica was that her big fat Range Rover that she feels real guilty about driving now is a huge air purifier? Like, she's ecstatic because now she doesn't feel like she's, you know, doing what she was doing, contributing to the pollution of the planet. And just that alone is worth having it, you know?
That's amazing. We can all reduce our, you know, our carbon footprints on this planet by a very large percentage. That's awesome.
And even the guy next to you, you can clean his air by just sitting next to him in traffic.
That's good.
I had
get
the
rid of gas,
frequency
too.
on my phone. We were driving in thick traffic a few days ago, and I was zapping the cars next to me, and I was asking if it was maybe immoral of me to zap their gas tank without their knowledge, and Erica assured me that it was not, and that it was almost my civic duty. And it was a pretty funny conversation, actually.
Yeah, we could all be
Ah,
driving
that's-
around and shooting everybody's cars as we're going by, and do
Yeah.
lots of people at a time, especially in the bigger populated areas.
And it's not just that. We can reduce the power grid. He's got thermals that have frequencies that lower your heating and cooling costs. He's got holograms that go on your circuit breakers. Just figured out the smart meter. I mean, if we can eliminate smart meter, phone EMFs, pollution from your car, reduce the electric grid, I mean, we're talking about powerful technology here, and it's all just a frequency, like the string theory of physics. It's everything's just a vibration. We're just sort of taking advantage of the good vibes, I guess you could say, no? Like the Beach Boys.
Do you want to take a break, Max? I have
Okay.
some music that is copyright free because
remember
I
the
wrote
music
it.
I sent
No,
you?
no.
Sent you?
Did you? We can't play anything that's
Yes, I
copyrighted.
did.
We can't play any music that
Oh.
belongs to anybody else. We can
Play the
only
new
play.
Beatles song.
We're not making any money on it, so you.
Well, it's just that
Okay.
no, you. Yeah. So I'd rather we played this. It's just as a break music. This is I know that I've got copyright on it because I wrote it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to use. If that's okay.
Okay,
by
good.
everybody.
So everybody, go ahead and take a pee-pee break.
All right, everybody, mute, please.
Okay.
and Max Steel Show. You're listening to Wolf Spirit Radio.
Welcome back, everyone. Are we live again, JP?
You are so live that I can smell you from here.
Uh-oh, what was that noise?
Well, we won't talk about extraneous noises, shall we? But do the holograms cure that kind of smell?
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. I didn't do that. Okay. Well, welcome back, everyone. I was gonna ask Matilda to come in, but I'm not. I don't want her to mess up the show today. But anyway, remember, this is Wolf Spirit Radio. Please donate. Don't hesitate. Don't be a cheapskate, like Matilda said. And donate $1, $2, $3, whatever you can, so we can continue to bring these crazy shows that I bring on the air, which they're pretty good. Anyway, I just want to say that this product is great. It made me a believer, and I do support it at the highest level from the 21st dimension where I come from. All right, so my galactic family approves it. So try it. If you want to do a challenge, we'll do it. Thunder will bring you in and do a challenge for you, and you'll see that it really works. And we'll put you on YouTube as a believer. Okay. Jason, can you come in for a moment?
Yeah, Max.
Okay. Have you been able to get a hold of Thunder yet?
Thunder is missing in action. Yeah, his wife's not answering the phone. He's not answering the phone. He still has control of the meeting from his website. It's going on right now. They've got 15 people or 16 people in there right now. So if you want to, I could tell people how to access that. If you go to the website and click on live chat, it'll take you to another page where you can download Ring Central if you don't already have it. And then each day the meeting ID is updated on Ring Central. So it's a secure site where we're meeting face to face in real time from all over the country and sometimes internationally. And just like Daniel said, I met Thunder and immediately started thinking of applications to use this technology. There's a number of different ways that you can use it. And when I did the challenge on my vehicle, I've got a cargo van that increased its miles per gallon, sustained miles per gallon. This was over the course of 2,000 miles and running several tanks of gas, where I went from getting 24 miles to the gallon average to 29 miles per gallon average. So that's a good 4 or 5. That's about 22% increase in fuel efficiency. And on top of that, the emissions coming out of the tailpipe are 0. So what he's working with on his end is carbon emissions credits, tax credits. And that's where a lot of the money lies, because each vehicle has a tax credit, carbon emissions tax credit, that it now applies for, depending on your state, as far as I understand it. And so, like Daniel said, the products are simple to use. They're, with a text message or a holographic sticker that's about the size of your thumbnail, you can cut down the emissions coming out of your vehicle eventually to 0. You got to run a couple tanks through and then change your oil. And then you'll be cleaning the environment, because like he said, as you drive by other vehicles, the field that is emitted from these frequencies comes out, and if you're at a stop sign and you're there for 1.5 to 2 minutes, you're going to structure the vehicle's gas and its fluids sitting next to you, in front of you, behind you, to your left and right. Just like this, when I walk through the grocery store, this is cleaning the food, and it's imparting all the qualities that I've received from it by wearing it to anybody that stays in my area for a minute to two. Whether they like it or not, it's there. It's cleaning them up. And in this chat room, you can come in, and Gary Thunder is there every day, throughout the day. You can ask him questions about it. You can learn about quantum mechanics. You can just learn how to tell people how it works, and you can do challenges with other people. You can become a factory authorized rep in your area because he is expanding. It's all in the growth stage right now. Like I said, this technology has been around, but it's been suppressed, and the suppression has been lifted along with the energies that are being allowed to rotate around the Earth through the grid system. It's a beautiful thing. I'll continue to try to get him on.
Okay, you know what? Somebody take over, because I'm going to remote view him. Let's see what's going on with him.
Yeah, I did the same thing. And
then you got anything?
What's that?
What are you getting? No, hold on, Daniel. Jason, what are you getting?
It seems something seems to be blocking me, and I don't know if it's the technology that he has at his house or what. But see if you can get in there, because I can't.
I don't think he's home. I don't see him home. Wait a minute. I don't see him home at all. I believe. Well, I haven't remote viewed yet. I haven't even tried, but my psychic ability tells me that something's happened. Okay. I'm not going to go there with that information. I want him to be okay, and for him to be safe, and his wife and his children. I don't know if he has any children, but we haven't got that far. I don't see him. I don't. Something has happened though, for sure. And yeah, there is a lot of things in his house that blocks other things. But since I don't have permission to enter his domain, I'm not going to go there because I need to respect his space. But there's something definitely happened. But it's okay. It's not a bad thing. I can't go. I can't continue on because I don't have permission to do so. I need to limit that space between him and me. I have to respect that. So that's how it is. You gotta ask permission. You can't just do it. Boom.
So Max, do you want to tell them about the experience with your SUV?
Well, I already did that at the beginning of the show when you came in after. I already explained to that what really happened. I don't know if people want to hear it again.
He's done the same thing
using.
He's done the same thing using a handset, a traditional home phone, by sending the frequencies through the wireless handset attached to a landline. So this can be transferred through venues like that too.
I got to say something that happened to me when he sent me through my computer. He sent me email with these hologram, and I was having pain, and believe it or not, it went away completely. I just hope this is him calling. Okie dokie.
Max,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yes. I sure can.
Yeah, the thing that's crossing my mind is, I mean, I love when I hear about technology like this. I mean, it's innovative, it can change the world, it's absolutely amazing, it can help us to breathe again and have fresh air and have a future for our up and coming children and next generations. And there has been various times in the past where we have had beautiful technology come up and then somehow it disappears or it's not allowed to be distributed. Are there going to be any obstructions in this area from this technology coming forward? I mean, we appreciate and value the people that come forward and provide this, beautiful ideas that make the world a better place. We want to make sure that it actually can be implemented.
It can be done like that, but I think Thunder is pretty smart. He's not going to allow this. Um, it's just like a friend of mine in New Smyrna Beach, Florida, back in the late 70s. He invented he fixed a Harley carburetor that was doing 100 miles a gallon, a 4-barrel, and they bought the patent. They bought the patent. They gave him $50 million, and what they do, they get it, put it in a box, and put it on a shelf and forget about it. I know Thunder's never going to do that.
I can't confirm that he has
here?
turned down 20 million already.
Well, he's not gonna fall for that. He's not gonna accept anyone he's not gonna be bribed. I know he won't let that happen, because we gotta say no to a point where we can't take any more of this. They're ripping us right and left. All these cars they built, they program those computers. That's why when they tell you, when you go buy a car, it says it does so many miles in the highway, so many in the city, because that car's computer's programmed to only do that. Okay? All cars have a certain amount of miles per gallon that you do. So what happens is they control that. They don't want you to do 100 miles per the gallon, because it's all about greed and money. It's all what it is. And we have to draw the line someplace. It's not about becoming a millionaire. It's about helping humanity. And we're tired of this. And I am doing something about it already. And some of you already know. But we're not going to allow. I will protect Thunder to the best of my abilities. I have many ways to protect him, and you know that, Jason. We're ex-special forces, you and me, and we're going to protect him anyway, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need to stick together. Even the people that are listening, that you said that are cussing in chat, they're here for a reason. Everybody's here for a reason. And if you've been drawn to this and you're hanging in here with us, and I apologize that you've got us instead of the genius behind this. But I think that Daniel and I are good showcases that someone who has known him and been introduced to this technology just a short time ago can easily grasp the concept, instruct other people how to use it, and easily articulate the benefits derived from the product.
Okay. Well, I eat like a bird sometimes. I'm eating these sunflower seeds, which I'm running out already. But anyway, that's what I get my energy from. See, sunflower seeds. You know who introduced me to this? My wife Nicole. Yeah, and when they call it in Canada spits. I'm not going to do that on the air. I just take that out of my mouth and put it in the garbage. Anyway, Oop, I just dropped one. Okay. Um, any of my co-hosts here, because I have two beautiful ladies. Well, the angel here is my wife, Nicole, and my good friend, Jessica. She's got a great smile, my God. You have anything for us, Jesse?
Well, Max, I'm just going to say that I thank you for bringing, quality information onto the airways, and it's always great to hear about these different types of technology. I think it's a great idea, and I'd love to see that it goes forward. I'd love to see the change happen.
One sticker at a time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, I can do.
Now,
we can all do our part. I can put a sticker on my car. I can put stickers on my smart meter. Put them on my breaker box. Put them around the house to form a thermal barrier. And if every single person just understands that if they do their little part, all those little parts are going to add up to a whole lot of change in the environment, change in the electrical grid, change in the way our cars emit emissions. But it starts grassroots, and I think that's what Thunder is all about. He doesn't want to sell out to the big boys. He doesn't want to do this on a very corporate level. He wants this to be a grassroots movement, and I really respect him for that.
I agree
That's
with
awesome.
you. I do respect.
That is great.
He's given away he's given away millions of dollars worth of products. And to just support what Daniel said, and the text message that he sent me that structured my vehicle's gas, he said, "Oh, let me send it to you. Here you go." It was down the road that I bought something, that I bought this. But so he's given away millions of dollars worth of technology because he knows that it works, and that all you need to do is just get this into the hands of the people, let them talk about it, and everything else is going to take care of itself. So very selfless act, working tirelessly to find new frequencies, like we discussed, the new EMF protector. We were on yesterday with several members, troubleshooting, trying to get the positioning right, and the group that gets together is a very much a working informal think tank. And so I invite everyone to at least pop your head in, say hello, and see firsthand how this technology works. Because like you can see on the YouTube channel, if you got a set of car keys and a cell phone, you're a candidate for this technology to be used right in your own garage or driveway.
Yeah, that's a good idea. If you, excuse me, I had a seat go the wrong way. Oh my God.
You okay?
I wonder if birds. Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, see, there's a problem with eating like a bird.
Yeah, I wonder if birds choke too. I really don't know that. We know so many things about different things, but the mind, but the mind has to be. I have to. Wait a minute. Let me see how my mind works. Very different than all of you. My mind is thinking, and at the same time I'm talking, because I do receive a lot of information from different areas, even from space. But anyway,
Max.
Yeah.
We've got a question from the chat box, which is Max. Could we have an update on what's happening with Zelo? Because Zelo was that was pretty big.
Well, in fact, I talked to him today. He told me to keep an eye around you. There's a lot of things going to happen very soon. It's happening everywhere right now. It's just keep an eye on what's going on. I can't go into detail because he talked directly to me privately, things that are going to come my way, and I cannot go into that. But he told me that there's a lot of changes coming. We all see changes every day, you know, but a lot of good things are going to start to happen. And if you want me to bring him back, I can bring him back on another show. Try to do a show on the 21st. On the 21st of this month. I think I can bring him back if you would like me to do.
If we have a producer, Rodrigo's just in hospital, by the way.
Rodrigo's what?
Rodrigo's in hospital. The producer I was hoping to groom in Australia is not very well, and you know him as well. So if we could all send hey, can you send a hologram to Rodrigo? He's got all sorts of ailments in his feet and legs.
We can do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
We can
come into chat.
I'll see if I can pull him in somewhere.
Is he at home or in the hospital?
Not sure. He might be en route. We might not be available. But I'm just looking for him.
Does anybody have any questions in the Wolfpack chat room or YouTube, or also in the Greyland network? I just put it posted up there, Mike. Go ahead, Jesse.
I am wondering what's the best way to purchase one of these? How can people purchase them? Is there a website?
Well, there is. Just explain it several times. www.graylind.com, and that's where you go. And my honey bun here. Honey, Nicole, do you have any questions or anything you want to say?
No, I'm just anxious to try the technology. I'd like to get my hands on some stickers and start putting them everywhere and getting that.
No, not putting them everywhere.
Well, not everywhere.
Yeah, not everywhere. On your car. Yeah, that'd be great. I'm going to get a couple, and I'll send it to you by mail.
Okay.
There's one for sleep. There's one for sleep. There's one for mold. There's one for chemtrails. There's one for overall health. There's a wide offering out there of holograms. They do so many different versatile things. I was absolutely blown away. It's really amazing.
Nice.
Nicole, I got a copy. I got a copy of it. I'll send it to you to your cell phone.
Okay.
And that'll work.
Mhm.
I'll email it to you when we get off the air. Is anybody out there, Honey Nicole? Can you look in the chat room, see if there's any questions, and we can bring it up. And okay, folks, you gotta understand there's a 3-second delay here, so just bear with us. It's the way that the internet works. The internet's got to change. They got it so what you call control. Okay, we got it's all control out there, folks, and we need to do something about that. We just need some people out there with some courage to help us with all this. I was going to say a bad word, but I didn't. I can say it in Spanish. because a lot of you won't understand it. I could say it in other language too. But anyway, I'm not going to do that. It's not the proper thing to do. But anyway, we have any questions out there, folks? God, I wish I.
I got a question for you, Max.
Oh, okay.
What do you think of the multiverse? Like when you picture it, I up till 2 months ago, I didn't believe in parallel dimensions or parallel universes. And obviously, when you study quantum computers, that's how they work. You have to believe in the multiverse because that's exactly what quantum computers do. They query it. So I was just curious. I know you're a pretty deep thinker. What are your thoughts on the multiverse? Like, what do you think about it in general?
Outdated. It needs to be improved. I think outside of the box. I think a little deeper. Boy, that's a good question you threw at me, my friend. Let me see here for a moment.
I've had a hard time just even believing it exists, to be honest with you. So I'm sure you've known about it a lot longer than I have. I mean, I've literally only known about it for 2 months. So this is all brand new to me. The multiverse, quantum computers, qubits, superpositioning, the whole shebang. Like it's so mind melting. I just haven't had a long time to think about it, but I'm sure you've probably known about it for a long time and have had a chance to really ponder. I guess they say it's like each universe is like a page in a book, and the multiverse is like the spine, and the nexus is where we can communicate with the other parallel dimensions using these qubits or quarks. And the whole process is just mind-blowing to me. My dad was a regular conventional computer scientist, so I know a lot about computers in general, or at least I thought I did, the old version. Quantum computers, though, the fact that it can be a 0 and a 1 at the same time, I'm still having a hard time just wrapping my brain around the general concepts. It's bizarre. But I'm starting to slowly understand it, though it's probably the most complex thing I've ever thought about. It's very, very strange. The average person, I'm sure, still doesn't even understand.
Well, let me go into that for a moment. There are many ways. Actually, your mind works the same way. It works the same way as that, what you just explained. Well, anyway, what I want to say is that I discovered something about a week ago. And me and Nicole have been trying that out. Not Nicole, but myself. I've been able to tap into the universe that we all have inside our minds. And this system, I discover how to tap into it as I do my sessions. Very different what I'm explaining now. But I'm able to go into my own universe that we all have in our heads. It is once I opened up that, tapped into and went inside of it, I was able to see many things in there. It looked like a universe with planets everywhere. And when I saw these planets inside my own universe in my head, I said, what are these doing here? So what I did, I saw an image, a silhouette image right before I saw these planets. And what I saw was the recording of my soul. And the other times that I have been in other planets. And it showed many origins in other planets that I have been to. And it was written in my soul, Akashic records. And I was able to go in deeper, and I went through these different planets that was in my universe. and I tapped into it, and I was able to see incredible things. Not only that, but I saw how the creation of human being was created from just one cell. And that creation, I went in deeper, and I went in there and I saw how the creation was made. Now, it's hard to explain it, and it was created by a shock of electricity. Electricity zapped into it, and the creation of that human was created by a shock of energy of light. The one I saw in me was blue. I'm not realized what other colors falls in other people, but I was able to tap into it, and I was able to see step by step the creation of human, the way that human was created. It was created by a shock, by a wave of electricity, and when it hit in the air, the creation of human was created. And from there had been tampered so many times, not mine, but had been tampered. I'm sure that other people that, which later on I'm going to do this to my first session. I'm going to have this master. I'm going to master this in the next couple weeks. I'm going to master this, and once I master it, I'm gonna implement it in my sessions when people come for a session with me. I'm trying to establish different communication with different human beings, a part of this universe, because every universe within the human is different than the other person, just like the male and female. But I have discovered so many things inside there, and I wish somebody was there with me to experience these amazing experience that I had in there. And I saw not just the creation of human, I was able to see the creation of each organ when I saw the human being created. I was seeing actually the creation of myself, and I saw the creation of all the organs that's in this body here, not my original body because it's not here, but the creation of this spirit and soul that it's in all of us. I can't wait to go further, to step further, to analyze all this. It's just incredible what I went. I got in trouble a couple times in there. I'm glad I had my wife Nicole with me, because I would send signals with my hands. If I ever got in trouble, I put a thumbs down or up. I'm okay. She got me out a couple times because that universe has a protector. It's got a protection on the inside. And when I started to communicate with myself, because I was actually communicating to myself, I saw this reaction in there that it wasn't clear. I didn't understand it at that moment. But as I analyzed it and saw it projecting in front of my eyes, I was actually seeing different movement of particles, electricity from one into the other. And by the way, when I saw the planets in there that I had been to, and that my universe, I saw many sparks of electricity coming out of those planets that I was seeing at the beginning, and I didn't know what it was. What it was is it was sending to me messages and allowing me to see myself as I was once in those planets. No one has ever experienced anything like this. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I know I was able to experience that. And another thing I want to say, I'm going to get out away from the universe there, coming back here to reality where I'm at right now, sitting, because I was really explaining where I was at. I'm able to activate the third eye out of a person. But what the people, mankind, does not know that there are two more eyes in our head. Okay, I'm going to explain. We have the third eye, which is between our eyes here in the front. That's the third eye. We have another one, which is the fourth eye, right above, right next to the crown chakra. That's number 4. And number 5 is directly underneath, just above the throat chakra at an angle. And when you connect all 3 points of third, fourth, and fifth to third, it makes a triangle. So once I activate this triangle of what it does, it increases the knowledge and the consciousness in the pineal gland, because the pineal gland does do the communication to the third eye, which is where the psychic abilities and clairvoyance come from. And by doing this, I activate the pineal gland. I extend the energy to, it depends on that person that I'm doing a session with. When I do this, I get readings, and I connect to the subconscious mind. I created a system where I trick the subconscious mind to give me information, and I'm able to do that. I've had over 257 sessions in 3 years, and I do them almost every day. But anyway, I have many results, people that I've done with, and not only that, I activate the pineal gland. Sometimes drags a little bit, and it doesn't give you information when you need it. It lacks. It's lazy. It gets lazy sometimes. So what I do when I see that, I activate the pituitary gland too, to communicate with the actual physical, because it's spirit and physical. So I'm able to activate the pineal and the pituitary gland in my session. My session take anywhere from I charge, I'll say what I charge. I charge $150 for 2 hours, but sometimes it takes a little bit more time. Sometimes it goes to 2.5, 3 hours, 4 hours, 4.5 hours, and it's still the same price. And a lot of people have been happy the way I've been doing it. It's about helping others. Some people cannot afford it, and they ask me for help, and I do give them help. It's not all about money all the time. It's mostly to help others, and I that's what I do. I'm able to do many things. I can activate. I can show you how to heal yourself, and I'll actually show you how to remove even implants from your own body by just showing you how to do it. I have this creation that I created that I've done many sessions with. It's called the triple ring. It's a device that you create and manifest in front of you. It's 3 rings, one on top of the other. And if you turn the ring sideways, it'd be a lot easier for you to understand that whatever you project and whatever you want, you bring it through the bottom ring, through the front, and then come out the back, go through the top, the middle one, come out and go back up to the top, and just keep circling around, back and forth. Now, I'm going to get away from that for a moment. I don't want to tell you that you can use it for a weapon, but you can, but I'm not going to go there. You know, Audrey explained about the star that you can manifest in the center here where your heart is. I like that very much. But our people have a different one, and I'm going to explain what it is. our people, we've created, actually I created for my galactic family, and I created that probably about, well, about 1,000,000 years ago. But I'm not talking ago, I'm talking future, because I come from the future. Uh, that Jesse has on her show on Thursdays. I come from the future. Okay. But what I want to explain, okay, I know. But anyway, what I want to explain is that what I created is you create a triangle, a pyramid with 3 sides. Okay? And what I do is I put that triangle in front of my heart. I create and manifest it in front of my heart. And it depends on the person, because the person's energy is different than everybody else. So I like to move the energy of that triangle, that cube triangle, in front of my heart counterclockwise, because the energy of the clockwise is stronger than clockwise. So once I turn it in front of my heart at a very high speed, and this is what happens. Each corner of that triangle inverts inside the triangle as the other one inverts the other way. The corners go in one, and the other one goes in the other, and then the other. All 3 start to enter each in the center of that triangle. And what it does, it generates this energy that comes from you, because everybody's different, energy is different. And what it does, you can meditate with that. You can do astral projection. You can teleport yourself. You can use it for help you with telepathic, to develop that higher. And you can also learn to manipulate your life a little better. Like, there's a lot of people are having trouble getting work and can't find a job. This is a good way to doing it. What you do, you create a manifest as you see the triangle turning counterclockwise, and as it picks up speed, there's an opening in the center that you will see an actual triangle as it going, like let's say 1,000,000 miles an hour, but in the center there will be an open space where you can create a manifest inside that triangle. You can have create a manifest that you'll have a job, that you want the type of job that you qualify for, or you can create a manifest people that are sick, or you can actually create your own medicine from that by the center of that triangle. Excuse me. I swallowed cedar went the wrong way. But anyway, that's what I wanted to say. I can show you the way there. Just go to my website, www.max21d.com, and you'll see a lot of information there. How about you, Jesse? What is your website?
My website is www.readingsbyariel.com, and the Answers from the Universe show. That's going to be tomorrow on World Spirit Radio from 2 to 4 Eastern Standard Time.
2 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yes.
It's a 2-hour show.
Your favorite
when
song.
I first, Jesse, yeah, it's got my favorite song in there. But when I first met Jessie and she invited me to this, and I didn't understand what was going on in that show. I totally freaked out, and I didn't understand until she had to explain it to me. Because my mind thinks very high up. I'm in a different vibration than most people, and I'm constantly communicating with many ET races that communicate with me telepathic. And just because of Jesse, myself, Jason, Daniel, Nicole, myself, and JP, and all these beautiful people in the chat room and the Wolf Spirit Radio, and also Grayland Industries, that's doing a beautiful thing for humanity to help every one of you survive the crisis that may appear in front of you in the near future. But I got to tell you something. I need to tell you. I need to say this. It's got nothing to do with what I've been talking about. But I'm going to acknowledge something that Simon Park said the other day, and he's telling the truth about it. About you probably heard it already. It's not any different news than what I'm saying, but I did confirm all this with some of my contacts that Germany Prime Minister, which is it's a woman, I forget her name, but I'm sorry about that. What's that?
Merkel.
Merkel, thank you. Prime Minister Merkel from Germany was being forced by the cabal to allow the cabal to stage a false flag in Germany. She didn't really want it to go through this, but she did tell the German population to at least have food for at least 10 days or more. But from what I understand, Prime Minister Merkel, who is a very, very woman, she told the cabal to go F you yourself. I'm not going to say the word, but told them to go take a hike. And she's not going to get involved in this. She's not going to allow the cabal to do this. Okay? So everybody who's in Eastern Europe, who's listening to what I'm saying, it's not going to happen. There's too many of us. And they're afraid of us. When we join in numbers, they back off like a dog with its tail between their legs. Okay? So, Cabal, if you're listening, I know you always listen to my show because I have software that tells me that you are. And I just want to tell you that it's time to unwind yourself and stop doing what you're doing to the people of the earth. Okay? You need to stop what you're doing. We all know what you're up to. There's a lot of smart people awakening everywhere in this planet, and we're not going to allow you to do any more harm to us. Let it go. If you want to go off planet, I'll provide a craft for you at no charge. But all the gold that you have stolen, like the Rothschild, the Rockefellers, the Bush, especially the Bushes and the Clintons, because they're involved in it too, I advise you to leave everything behind, and we'll allow you to leave in peace into space. And I'll provide the craft because I got plenty of them. I can provide whatever you want. I can give you a mothership and put all of you in there. And we'll give you open space highway for you to go whatever you want. Okay, so we can do that for you. I can do that for you. Stop manipulating the human beings on Earth. Stop mind controlling with your TV programs and all these horror movies that you make, that you put these programs in there where a lot of people like horror movies. They love that stuff. I don't see how they can like something like this, because once you watch this, they mind control you by you watching the screen. I know about this. They tried to brainwash me several times, and you know what? They couldn't do it. They just couldn't. They tried. I fooled them though. So anyway, is don't fall to these games that they're putting out there, and they give you these YouTube videos, which a lot of it's disinformation. Some of them, it shows that it's good, but it's not. They're behind it. They're trying to capture your energy, and once you, let's say you go right now to a YouTube video, and it's something really good. They're behind it, believe me. When you start to look into it and you start to focus into that video on YouTube, there are energies of they project frequency on the screen, and when you start to look at it and you go into it, your subconscious mind, the conscious mind captured first, and as you starting to like what's going on there, they program that stuff so you can like it, and then the subconscious mind to take over. When the subconscious mind takes over, that means that you're hooked. The subconscious mind is like a prison. It works good for you, but it does work against you. I found out about that, and I know how to clear all that stuff. I'm trying to help mankind here. I know a lot of you people out there don't believe what I'm saying. Okay, it's okay. Okay, but as we progress into the life that we're going through, you're starting to see some changes you have not seen before. And when you start seeing that changes, you wonder, Max did talk about this one time, and I really didn't believe it. But you know what? He has some sense in this. Okay? I know sometimes I get a little crazy on the radio, but I do it because it makes me happy, and it helps me open people's mind, and so they can learn from this. Don't believe everything you see and hear. What you first need to do is you need to analyze why that YouTube video is being put on there. You have to analyze this. You have to, because you can be caught off guard, and your subconscious mind it's the first thing that picks up mind control. And if you fall into it, it's going to be hard to get out, but I know how to get people out of mind control. I've done many people already, even for this government, and also Australian government, and also British government. I help these people, not directly, but I'm here to help humans survive the changes. My people have come here with me to help Earth. I don't want to hear anybody else tell me that I have to ask permission to Gaia. I don't want to hear that anymore. Okay? Some people have told me that, but no. I have permission from our creator, your creator here in this universe. I have my own creator. My own creator is very similar to your creator. And my creator communicates with your creator. And I do have more than permission. I have authority to do many things here. And I don't want to hear anybody tell me that I don't have permission to do anything, because I do have permission. Okay? So I'm not going to allow anybody to take control me in any way, because I'm not there. And not only that, when I came to this country, to this world, this planet Earth, in 1958, I didn't know very much of what was going on. I was very confused, and I was attacked at the age of 12 to the age of 16 by the archons. And they control me for 4 years until I found it on. I start to think and analyze, saying, well, why is this happening this way? Because I asked them a lot of things that I wanted, and they never provided. It was all a trick to take control of me. And you know what? I have woken up from that. And I have learned so many things on my own, analyzing things. I'm not going to allow anybody to control me. And you should not allow anyone to control any of you out there that are listening. Do not allow anybody to control you. But one thing you have to realize, that you need to bring peace and love to your heart. And believe that the love that you have in your heart is true. Because once you believe that you love yourself, and feel it in your heart that you do, you'll be able to project that love out of your body to others that are around you. You know, and once in a while, don't hesitate to get somebody, a stranger, a hug. It's a good thing. They'll appreciate this. And always project love to others. Now, has anybody here heard about canceling the contract and agreements here? Does anybody know this? Anybody can answer? You have.
I do it all the time.
I know Nicole and Jeff. Okay. Do you want me to say this on the air? Oh, are we out of time? Well, I guess we are.
Oh, yeah.
All right, everyone. JP, are we out of time? I guess we are, folks. Thank you for being here today on the Captain Max Neil Show with my co-hosts Nicole, Jesse, my guests Jason and Daniel. Thank you, and Audrey. I almost forgot you, my son. Thank you for being here, and thank you, everyone, for listening. God bless you all. We'll see you next week, same time, same station. And please donate. We're gone.